Hey, it's Martin here, and I want to show you how I've used Soothe 2 by OekSound in my lo-fi music productions. Soothe 2 is a plugin that controls the harsh resonances within each sounds that are often unpleasant to the ear. So you're probably asking yourself, why lo-fi sounds? Surely that's the point if you're doing lo-fi production, is to have these harsh sounds that are semi-unpleasant to the ear. Well, actually, it's when you start mixing things together and layering different kinds of textural sounds together that you will need to control those harsh resonances. Because, lo-fi is, of course, not aiming for pleasant sounds, but you still need some sort of clarity or at least some sort of intent behind your mixing. And often in lo-fi, maybe you're reamping or re-recording onto another medium and you get too much of that harsh sound or too much of these resonances, and you need to rein it back in a little bit. And that's where Soothe becomes really, really useful. Let me go through some examples of how I used Soothe 2 in my own tracks. Right, this first example that I want to show you is a song called No Matter Where We Go that I recorded quite a while ago on a Tascam 424. That's 4-track cassette tape. I actually did a whole video on how I recorded that song. It's linked in the description below. And when it came down to doing a guitar solo of a dub, I wanted to make it even more lo-fi sounding. So I recorded that part to a dictaphone, which is this one right here. And I'll just let you listen to that sound. And bypass. I presume you can hear how lo-fi sounding that is. And I think maybe it's better in the context of a mix here. I hope you can hear that it sits better within the other textures of the mix. I've tried to compensate and have the same loudness of both the bypassed and the enabled sound, but I think you can hear that the clarity is just a little bit more on that dictaphone. On with another example. Here's a song I recorded quite a while ago with many parts on 4-track cassette tape, but I recorded the vocals quite cleanly on a condenser mic, a Neumann TLM 107 actually, and then came the problem of integrating it. You can just hear the start of the song here. I'm actually using Sketch Cassette 2 by Aberrant DSP to give the vocals a lo-fi effect. But there was still the problem of integrating the vocals with the rest of the track that have been recorded on actual 4-track cassette. And if you want to hear just the vocals, it's just the solo, in fact. And to watch me pretend that everybody loves you and your money. It's doing quite a lot here in the lower mids and nearly nothing up in the top, which is where I want to keep that sort of texture of the sound. And to watch me pretend that everybody loves you and your... It's grabbing a low hold of a lot of resonances. Apart from the fact that it's just a little bit louder, you can also hear that it doesn't have the same sort of resonances that overlap well with the other resonances from the other lo-fi sounds. Here is it bypassed again. Everybody loves you and your money, but they get... To sum up, I think I have to say that Soothe 2 has become an essential part of my mixing tools. And I haven't even gone through how I use it for ambient and drone and soundscape music, where I really texturize sounds quite extremely. And then I have to sort of slot them in together again and mix them in order to get that sort of clarity and texture that I'm actually aiming for. In fact, I gotta say, Soothe 2 feels almost like cheating. This is actually sort of a tool that sort of lets you get into the sounds and grab a hold of those unpleasant parts and then bring those textures to the forefront that you really want happening. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.